Welcome to Algeomelis Prep Academy. Today's lesson is partial fraction decomposition. Write the partial fraction decomposition for 3 over x squared minus 6x plus 8. Because x squared minus 6x plus 8 equals x minus 4 times x minus 2, we should include one partial fraction for each factor. Where a and b are to be determined, multiplying this equation by the least common denominator x minus 4 times x minus 2 yields the following equation. After canceling, we get 3 equals a times x minus 2 plus b times x minus 4. Because this equation is to be true for all x, you can substitute any convenient values for x to obtain equations in a and b. The most convenient values are the ones that make particular factors equal to 0. To solve for a, let x equals 4. Pick the value of x that negates letter a or b. In this case, we are attempting to negate term b. After calculating, a equals 3 halves. To solve for b, let x equals 2 since we are trying to negate term a. b equals negative 3 halves. After we gather all the values, the decomposition is 3 over x squared minus 6x plus 8 equals 3 over 2 times x minus 4 minus 3 over 2 times x minus 2. Write the partial fraction decomposition for 4x squared plus 18x plus 6 all over x cubed plus 4x squared plus 4x. Now we factor out the denominator and get x times x plus 2 squared. We should include one partial fraction for each power of x and x plus 2, which leads to a over x plus b over x plus 2 plus c over x plus 2 squared. Make sure you do one fraction for each power and avoid these following common errors. Now, we multiply both sides by x times x plus 2 squared. Cancel any necessary values. This yields the equation 4x squared plus 18x plus 6 equals a times x plus 2 squared plus bx times x plus 2 plus cx. To solve for a, let x equal 0. This eliminates the b and c terms. After we plug in 0, we end up with the value for a, so a equals 3/2. To solve for c, let x equals -2, because this negates the a and b terms. After plugging and solving, we get c equals 7. The most convenient choices for x have been used, so to find the value of b, you can use any other value of x along with the calculated values of a and c. In this case, we'll be using x equals 1. Now, plug in x equals 1, a equals 3/2, and c equals 7 to solve for b. After calculating, we end up with b equals 5/2. Our final values are a equals 3/2, b equals 5/2, and c equals 7. So the decomposition is 3 over 2x plus 5 over 2 times x plus 2 plus 7 over x plus 2 squared. Write the partial fraction decomposition for 7x cubed plus 12x over x squared plus 5 to the power of 2. We should include one partial fraction for each power of x squared plus 5, which leads to ax plus b over x squared plus 5 plus cx plus d over x squared plus 5 to the power of 2. Avoid this common error. Multiply both sides by x squared plus 5 to the power of 2 and cancel out any necessary values. This yields the equation 7x cubed plus 12x equals ax plus b times x squared plus 5 plus cx plus d. Let's expand this to ax cubed plus 5ax plus bx squared plus 5b plus cx plus d. Now, combine any like terms. we can say ax cubed equals 7x cubed, bx squared equals 0x squared, x times 5a plus c equals 12x, and 5b plus d equals 0. Since we know that a equals 7 and b equals 0, we have to solve for c and d. Now, to solve for c, let's do 12 equals 5a plus c. After the calculations, we get c equals negative 23. And now to solve for d, let's do 0 equals 5b plus d. After all the calculations, we get d equals 0. We have gathered all the values a equals 7, b equals 0, c equals negative 23, and d equals 0. The final decomposition is 7x over x squared plus 5 minus 23x all over x squared plus 5 squared. Thanks for watching, and we hope this video helped. Please like and subscribe to our channel.